Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Darnold. A screen to Bell. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his try. As he'll bring this one out to the 27. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Brady to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, I got it. That's me. Hey, goal 66.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team.
And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Recon, 132 fighter. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Mike,
throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Benjamin Watson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Brady finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, 66. 57 the mark. 57 the mark. Hey, Alabama. Hey,
From the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
check it, reload. Got to do better.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Devin McCourty brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Mike, 53.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
50 wants the mic. 80 wants to run. They're running it. Pick that up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Felt, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. At 58 is a Mike. Go get the touch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Coleman now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script.
It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57. All the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try.
Man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, this one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brady now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Coleman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Darnold. And here he's got Grant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Darnold finding Anderson here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. faking the give. Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Darnold now to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You better be a man, Eddie. You better be a man.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. From just shy of midfield, Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check the backer. Check the backer. Check safety. Check safety. Hey, check it. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check it. Check 15. Check 15. When he hits.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Patriots,